late, but let's rock and roll. In this video, the defendant violated court orders. Now she faces a tough judge. So we're going to get down and see how things are going to go. Also, thank you for all my new subscribers. Don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That's enough of me rambling because I got on a little tad bit late, but let's rock and roll.
Allegation 6. Let's see, it says, hold on. I believe she didn't test on 11/27 and then following on 11/28. So I believe it was the night and then like in the AM on 11/28. She is going to admit to that, but she has an explanation. The device that she was using did not allow her to retest, but it asked her to do a new test. So she was confused as to what was going on, so she did not test. Allegation 7, the block photo on 12/1/23. She's explained that something was wrong with the machine, or it could have been dark where she was at. But her photo should not have been blocked. With regard to allegation 8, the positive test on 12/4, she is going to admit to that. She did have a glass of wine at a baby shower. And then...
So the 2 positives she's admitting to, correct, Ms. Blakeney?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I'm just going down the list, yes.
Okay. Then it's reference to treatment?
The NSAID, she sent me a letter with a signature from NCADD. I did I believe I tried to send that to Ms. Cronin yesterday.
We did just receive that from NCADD, Your Honor. However, Ms. Tomlin was not honest with them, and they would not have discharged her where they were aware that she was still utilizing alcohol. So I can't, she wasn't forthcoming in her treatment. While yes, they closed her case, she wasn't honest. She's still using alcohol. Had they had that knowledge, they would not have closed the case.
Okay, Your Honor.
My documentation from Easter Seals.
Okay. You said you have not?
Never, correct. There's never been documentation as originally ordered from Easter Seals.
Okay, Your Honor, with regard to NCADD, my understanding was that the court didn't, or probation didn't receive documentation. As far as her not being honest with NCADD, I was not aware about all of that. That's a newer development since I did just send the information to Ms. Cronin via Ms. Ruffles yesterday. With regard to Easter Seals, she's communicated to me that she does attend once a month, has a case manager, psychiatrist.
Frankly, Ms. Blakeney, she's still drinking. So I don't know what, even if she is in treatment, it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot.
Well,
where are you working, Ms. Tomlin? You're still working, is that correct, Ms. Tomlin?
Yes, I am, Ms. Cronin, Ms. Apple. And I'm just like, the situation that occurred was I'm just not strong enough to be around other people while they're doing. So I try to just seclude myself in the home. So I'm really struggling, but I'm trying so hard. And
no, you're not.
Yeah, yes,
no,
I am. Because I don't want to, I want to successfully complete my probation.
Right. But you lied to them and you lied to us and you're still drinking. You went to the baby shower. Okay. She's admitted to those 2 things. How old are your kids, Miss Tomlin?
14, 13, 10, 8, 7, and 4.
Who's going to watch them?
I have no one to watch them.
I don't have any choice but to send you to jail, Miss Tomlin. You won't stop drinking.
Your Honor, is it possible that you could do an alcohol tether or a house arrest because, or I'm sorry, not house arrest, but work release, because she, as you are aware that she does have children, Your Honor.
Yeah, I was aware when I gave her only 2 days.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. She has 6 children.
Yeah.
I know that.
And she's communicated to me that she'll be evicted if she's sentenced to 91 days, because I believe that was the recommendation. She really doesn't receive support from the children's fathers.
I guess she should have thought about that. I mean, this is, so on January 31st, 23, I required her to have a tether, and that didn't keep her from drinking. And then on March 6th, when she was here for positive again, I told her that it was 0, that if there was any positive anything, I was sending her to jail. But I heard about her kids and I heard about no one to support her. So on June 26th, when she was positive, I said, okay, test more. And I heard about her kids and I heard about how hard she was trying. And I told her at some point I couldn't care about the kids more than her. But once again, on July 24th, and in fact, Mr. Bondi represented her then, I allowed her to stay on the sober link and took into consideration those kids that she allegedly cares so much about. And so when she was back on August 21st, after given another opportunity to get herself together and worry about those kids that she's so worried about, she still was positive. She still wasn't in treatment. She still wasn't getting any help. And I told her if she missed any tests, that I was sending her to jail. So then we come forward to November 3rd, and she admitted the violations. And all those kids, and I would also point out there was one day she brought her 14-year-old in to explain to me how hard she was trying to testify on her behalf. So the fact that you claim she cares about the kids is not true, Miss Blakeney, or she wouldn't be drinking. And she obviously cannot control it. So,
Your Honor,
Your Honor, I came out of jail and I have been trying so hard. If I didn't go around those people, I would have done.
But you did. But you did. Okay,
Your
I'm
Honor,
done. She can turn herself in. No, there's nothing, Miss Blakeney. There's nothing. I don't know what else to do, Miss Blakeney.
She doesn't qualify for the PA 511, where she would be transferred to a
That's a
inpatient
MDOC program only.
Okay.
No, I don't have. Is there anything else I can do, Miss Ruffles? I can do an ATI.
Because she really does need some help.
Okay.
It would be residential treatment with a stipulation that a bench warrant would be issued immediately upon her release. To be very honest, Your Honor, I don't believe that that's going to make any difference in this situation. She did participate, evidently, in substance abuse treatment and still was drinking and not providing honest responses to them. At this time, we have to be concerned about every other person in the state of Michigan.
I agree, Miss Ruffles. So I will sentence her to 90 days in the Oakland County Jail and allow release after 30 days to an ATI program with an issuance of an immediate bench warrant if she fails to comply with that treatment. And she must, what case? This is Oak Park. You need to turn yourself in tomorrow at the Oak Park Jail by noon, Miss Tomlin.
Your Honor, please.
I'm done talking about it, Miss Tomlin.
Okay.
Thank you. Miss Reed Mills, I'm Judge Apple. You can see and hear me.
Yes.
Calling 220163, Kiana Reed Mills, appearance on behalf of the defendant.
Edith Blakeney on behalf of Miss Reed Mills, Your Honor, who agrees to participate virtually in this violation of probation hearing.
And on behalf of probation.
Heather Ruffles on behalf of the probation department, Your Honor. Ms. Reed Mills' case was assigned to Ms. Cronin. Originally, I'm supervising the case in her absence.
Today's the date and time set for a violation. They were previously here on November 27th. I adjourned it because she was on bed rest with a broken ankle. Have we received verification of
No,
that
Your Honor.
injury? Okay.
No, we have not received any new verification, as Your Honor instructed Ms. Reed Mills to provide that to the court by December 1st. We have not received that. And she contacted the court clerk's office yesterday and indicated that she still did not have that information.
No.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I just received the updated report from Ms. Mills today, and I spoke with Ms. Mills, but I believe I was originally represented her the last time we were in court.
Correct.
And she was supposed to send me some information, and it went to my spam folder. She sent it to me 2 hours ago. Your Honor, she's communicated to me that she didn't have her next doctor's appointment until, what was that date?
It was December. No, it was actually the day I had court. It was the next day, but they had canceled it and changed it to December 5th, which I got all the paperwork here with me.
Oh, okay, slow down.
Sorry.
She's communicated to me it's about 100 pages. And I just checked my spam folder because I've been in the court basically all afternoon, and she did send some information to me. I can fax it over, or I can send it to Ms. Ruffles, unless it's a moot point at this right here. But I did go over.
I'm sorry. Also, I didn't know what specific pages y'all wanted or what I needed to show, but I don't know. Like something like it's like 100. It's 112 pages. So like I didn't know what y'all wanted because they told me to go to medical records. So I went to medical records to get the paperwork, and they just like gave me everything. So I didn't know what y'all wanted.
And I will say, I'm just reviewing this right now. So I'll just say, Your Honor, at this moment, since I'm just now reviewing it, I can't give the court 100% detail as to what it says because I do need time to actually look at it, Your Honor. But with regard to Miss Reed Mills not completing those classes, and I believe her contacting or emailing the court, I think on 11/30. It is correct. She did do that. She didn't check her emails for some odd reason. It took her a couple of days to check her emails. And can you explain what happened, Miss Reed Mills?
Yeah, like I honestly, like I sent it over on 11:30, but I just
You sent the email.
I sent the email, and I don't check my email every day, honestly. So that was my mistake, and that's on me. But when I went back to check it, she told me that like it was like a forward message, and it basically said like she wasn't going to be in office till February 2024, which was to my probation officer, and that was also who you told me to get the AAA information from. You told me to email my probation officer. So once I did that, and she told me she wasn't going to be back till February 2024. I didn't know who to go to next. She said go to it was Miss Ruffle.
Okay.
Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up.
Is she in treatment? I don't care about her leg right now.
There's never been documentation of substance abuse treatment. I literally pulled this probation file apart page by page and spread it out on my table in my office to decipher exactly what has and has not occurred on this case. There has never been substance abuse treatment documentation for Ms. Reed Mills received by this court.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry.
She's been referred multiple times. There's documentation of the referrals to DWIN multiple times. She's been instructed and redirected.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry if I'm cutting anyone off. As far as treatment, like what is treatment?
Ms. Cronin has very detailed notes of conversations she's had. There's emails.
I'm saying, like, is there like for us to like
It's
888?
wait. You've been given very clear instruction through Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network for substance abuse counseling with a therapist.
Okay.
Is she testing, Ms. Ruffles?
No, she's not tested since September 21st, Your Honor, and that's prior to the dates she has documented injury on. I did attach testing log to Your Honor's report, as well as the email exchange that between Ms. Mills and myself. Well, my response to
Has she done anything, Ms. Ruffles?
No, she has not complied with the conditions of this probation. She has not ever entered treatment. We have never received documentation of support group attendance. She did not complete the victim impact panel. Testing was sporadic at best before September 21st, not a singular test since then. And
Ms. Blakeney, is she admitting to these violations?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're admitting to violating probation, Ms. Reed Mills?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So you didn't do the VIP, you haven't tested, you tested positive, you haven't reported any treatment, substance abuse treatment, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you currently working, Ms. Reed Mills?
No, I'm out of work because of I can't go back to work to after January 16th.
Why?
Because my ankle is broken. Well, it's healing now, but my ankle is broken and my leg is fractured all the way up pretty much to maybe a quarter of my knee.
How did you break your leg, Miss Reed Mills?
A hit and run.
Your Honor, I tried to forward the information to Ms. Ruffles just now that I received. I can fax it over to the court. I do realize that this is incredibly last minute, but that was absolutely out of my control. But I will forward that,
But what difference does that make?
I will fax that information. This is why she's communicated to me, and what we communicated on the record last time we were here, why none of that stuff has been completed, and why she can't.
Yeah, but when was the accident, Miss Reed Mills?
It was October 8th, 2023.
Right.
And I had court on the 15th or 16th. So that's why I had missed it. And that's why we on Zoom.
Well, but also
October 8th? But the positives were
prior to, she had a positive test when she entered OCJ to serve the sanction that Your Honor had ordered previously.
Exactly.
She was instructed to utilize support group attendance online. She chose not to. The VIP is online. She chose not to complete that. Substance abuse counseling.
I didn't have the money.
Not to complete that.
I didn't have the money.
She didn't do any of it before the accident either. So I really can't give any further explanation.
Who are you living with, Miss Reed Mills?
I stay with my parents.
All right. This is an Oak Park. Hey, and where's this from?
This is an MSP case, Your Honor.
So what does she have to do?
It would be paperwork.
Sentence you to 60 days in the Oakland County Jail. You need to pick up the paperwork by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning and then turn yourself in.
When do I have to turn myself in?
At the Oakland County Jail. What time does she have to be there by, Miss Ruffles?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Their preference is between 3 and 4 p.m., Your Honor.
Can I?
Okay, so no, we're done.
Your Honor, I would just ask the court to.
Can I just wait till after I get this boot and cast and finish taking my medicine and everything off my leg? That's all I ask.
Nope. Thank you. I am sorry, Mr. Sabota. This is not how I envisioned my day going.
I get to spend time with a nice child.
230251 Dejanay Morrow, appearance on behalf of the defendant.
Edith Blakeney on behalf of Dejanay Morrow, who agrees to participate virtually.
And Mayor York for the people, Your Honor.
All right. Today's the date and time set for an alleged violation of the, is this pretrial? I'm sorry.
This is, yes, this is pretrial, I believe.
Thank you.
I submitted a deviation request.
Okay, thank you.
Work, and that's why I was adjourned.
All right. Where are we at today, Miss
Your Honor?
Judge, I did receive a deviation request from Ms. Blakeney. At this point, there are no offers, so I would leave it to Ms. Blakeney on how she wants to proceed.
Thank you. Your Honor, my client is going to plead no contest for lack of memory. Ma'am, can you state your name if you haven't already?
Dejanay.
Okay. Did you hear what your attorney said, Ms. Morrow?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're not pleading guilty, but you're pleading no contest, but there are no promises. So that means you're waiving your right to trial, and the charge of operating while intoxicated will appear on your record the same as if you went to trial. You understand that?
Yes.
I could send you to jail for 93 days. I could fine you a minimum of $100 and a maximum of $500. You understand that?
Yes.
I'm required to put you through screening and assessment, and if it's determined that you have a substance abuse problem, I'm required to put you into treatment. You understand that as well?
Yes.
Okay. So knowing that this will appear on your record, knowing that I could send you to jail for 93 days, you wish to waive your right to trial and plead no contest. Is that correct?
Yes.
When I say you're waiving your right to trial, it means there won't be witnesses, cross-examination of witnesses, or court orders or subpoenas for witnesses to come in. You understand that?
Yes. Oh, Lord.
It means you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent, you're giving up your right to remain silent, and you're giving up your right to be proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes.
I'm
Can
sorry.
me and her go into a breakout room real quick?
Yes, she's not giving up her right to remain silent, and perhaps she should stop looking like she just got out of bed, Miss Blakeney.
Oh, I was in the middle of getting my hair pressed.
Sorry to interrupt you, dear. Miss Blakeney? Okay, recalling 230251 Dejanay Morrow. What are we doing, Miss Blakeney?
Your Honor, she's still pleading no contest.
So you're waiving your right to trial, is that correct, Miss Morrow?
If you unmute, Miss Morrow.
Yes.
You're muted.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You're waiving your right to trial? You're pleading no contest?
Yes.
You're aware of the consequences that I reviewed?
Yes.
You understand there will not be a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You're giving up your right to be presumed innocent. You're not giving up your right to remain silent, but you're giving up your right to be proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Is that correct?
Yes.
Anyone threaten you to plead no contest?
No.
Are you on probation to any other court?
No.
Have there been any promises made, Miss Blakeney?
No.
I do have a copy, I believe, of the police report. You live here in Michigan, Miss Morrow?
No.
No.
So why do I have a high? So why am I sending notices to a Michigan address?
Is it?
No.
Well, I haven't received anything. That's my address. That was my aunt's address out there.
What is your address, Miss Morrow, so that I send it to you?
I'm 411 Bedford, Ohio. 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 Okay.
Say it again, Miss Morrow. So I'm not quite clear, Miss Morrow, why you don't understand that I'm the person who's going to decide whether or not you go to jail, and why you're acting like this is a party or preparation for a party and getting your hair done, as opposed to behaving like a person who is about to be subject to potentially 93 days in jail.
I wasn't somewhere
If I were you, Miss Morrow, I would start taking this a whole lot more seriously. I don't understand why I don't have a good address on you. I don't understand why you're getting your hair done when you're taking responsibility for stalling your car drunk on a ramp on the expressway where you could have killed someone because of your irresponsibility. And the fact that you aren't responsible is quite evident based on the behavior I've witnessed over the last 10 minutes.
Can I say something, please?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm actually in the house babysitting. And I was washing clothes. Nobody's here doing my hair. I had an afro for a week, so I was pressing my real hair. I've been on here waiting since 1 o'clock. Sitting here doing nothing. I'm not out doing anything. I'm in the house babysitting. I have not left the house. Nobody's here with me. It's just me. I haven't been anywhere. I can't even go get a job. I've been sitting in the house literally. I don't go do anything. I can't work due to my rent. I've been in the house chilling. I promise you. I've been being irresponsible since that moment.
I'm referring the matter to probation for pre-sentence screening and assessment. What is your telephone number, Miss Morrow? You'll receive a notice in the mail. You'll receive documents by email, and you need to zoom in for your probation pre-sentence investigation, and then you'll come back to me for sentencing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sometimes people just need to stop talking. All she did was kept talking and talking and talking. Stop talking. You don't have to justify yourself. You came on camera look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? How people are going when people counter you, you giving up that first impression. So, nevertheless, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe as we be coming to you more videos in the future. We're dropping more heat in just a moment.